I questioned whether it was possible, but it finds a way, corruption does. Donald Trump is finding a way to make his second term even more openly filled with bribery than the first. So they're not going to be banning at his company private foreign deals, which they kind of had the first time. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, wasn't there like wild corruption during the first term? No, there totally was. Absolutely wild corruption to the tune of millions and millions of dollars, but they at least tried to stop starting any new big deals with private foreign companies. That's off the table. They're just going to do it. So they released a voluntary ethics agreement. It allows them to strike deals with private foreign companies. So it does bar them from striking deals directly with foreign governments. So I guess that's something. But if they want to start up a new hotel or a new golf course with some private company that might have massive links to a foreign government, they can totally just do it. They can enrich themselves to the tune of millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars as he is in control of government policy to that company, to that country as well. Anyway, they've already reached developmental agreements for hotels and golf courses in Vietnam, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. And it's looking to make even more with Israel. Here's a fun little tidbit. Hoping to look at properties to build luxury hotels in the country when its brutal war in Gaza ends. So, like, do you get what that means? When they finally wipe out whatever remains of the buildings in Gaza or whatever, and wipe out a significant portion of the remaining population, and then they drive those who are still mercifully left alive into a tiny little camp in South Gaza or whatever, and Israel starts colonizing Gaza and tries to turn it into a massive beachfront resort or whatever, some of those buildings are gonna have Trump on the front of them. He's gonna be in charge of weapons deals with Israel, with the IDF. And he's already making deals to build hotels there. And when you hear that, I just want you to remember, James Comer was really worried about Hunter Biden something. I still, after all these, I don't even know what they were alleging that Joe and Hunter did, but it was corrupt and it needs to be investigated. All of this, this isn't the result of like, congressional investigation. Oversight did a really good job. ProPublica really dug in. They're just openly promising this. Wild corruption beyond the craziest coked up fantasies Hunter Biden ever had. It's just front page news at this point. That's what the second term is gonna be. And they're also, by the way, they're gonna be reclaiming the DC former Trump hotel. So they had gotten rid of it because it wasn't making enough money or whatever. But I guarantee that if they do claim it again, it's gonna make bank in their second term. You know why? Because foreign governments can rent rooms there and Donald Trump can charge them whatever he wants. They've done it before, by the way. They had at one point, where's our number? So on November 8th, 2017, Donald Trump Jr. stayed at the hotel, even though presumably he could have stayed at the White House. But why do that when instead you can rent a whole bunch of rooms and charge nearly $1,200 a night for them, which is 5 times the government approved per diem rate. And then that money just goes to your family. So Donald Trump can do that, and just Saudi Arabia can send a bunch of people, and Russia can send a bunch of people, and for the next 4 years, they could rent out rooms. Trump can charge whatever he wants, and all that money flows directly into his family's coffers. Again, this is not the result of some massive investigation. The Lever really dug through some documents and found it. This is just what's happening, fully in plain view. Corruption beyond not just the most corrupt administration in US history being promised to us, more corrupt than all of the prior administrations combined. Okay, that is what they're promising, and they're gonna deliver. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?